G'day guys, and welcome back to Sydney Retro MTB. I've been keeping this bike in the dungeon for quite a few months now, most probably about 7 or 8 months. I actually saw this advert pop up. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Intense is a cool brand. I used to race Intense back in the UK. Like, the bike shop I used to race for was a dealer for Intense, so I actually rode on Intense for a very, very long time. But I actually bought the bike because of the RockShox Boxers 151s. I used to have them on my Syntesi Bazooka, so obviously as a collector I was like, yes, winner. They don't come up too often. These are in pretty bad shape. Like, the internals feel really good, but externally they do need a new paint job and all new decals. They are smashed. But yeah, basically when you look closer into the bike, this is a cool bike. It's got some aftermarket parts on it, which we'll go through in a second, but also I just cannot believe the weight of it is crazy. I've got an Ozonic recoil, which I did the Ozonic recoil history video, and from memory, you know, in my kind of late teens, very early 20s when I had that bike, I thought that was a tank. This just feels like something else. This is crazy. So once both bikes are actually built up, it'll be good to do the weigh-in. Now, as I said before, I just got the bike for the forks, and I was going to sell the frame and blah blah blah. Now, this frame will polish up to an absolute mirror finish. I've done a tiny section and it looks awesome. So I am actually going to keep it. I'm actually falling in love with it every time I walk past with it, and I will get some new decals as well. But yeah, we'll go through the specs of this. So we've got the Intense Uzi DH frame with the Fox RC rear shock on it, the RockShox 151 front shocks. We've got a ballistic Ozonic shorty replica stem. Got some Ritchie handlebars, Dice 2.6 front rim, and we've got a Sun Ringley Rhino rear. The front hub is pretty cool actually. It's a DT Huggy, but it's a Hayes version because it's got Hayes brakes on it. Now the levers actually do feel bent, so we'll have to sort that out. I've never actually used Hayes ever in my entire life. They feel actually like they're working pretty good. Obviously these are just show bikes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I've always had Shimano on my bikes, or Hope, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. That they actually are pretty beat up, like aesthetically. The rear hub on here is just an aftermarket kind of mid-school Dior hub. It's got a Dior rear mech on it. It's got a 9-speed cassette on it. I think it's like an LX, so again it's not high-end. Aftermarket through cranks, Hone, H-O-N-E. That, you know, obviously I would mostly put XTR on here anyway. It's got a cool Black Spire chain device, which I would most probably keep. Thompson seat post, Tioga seat. That's kind of pretty worn out in all honesty, but still cool. It's got FSA headset. It's got original Intense grips, but they've all turned to glue now, and they've all kind of like disintegrated, so that's a bit of a shame, but I can most probably source some Intense grips. And Ozonic pedals to finish it off, so which is really cool. So let's just have a little walk around the bike and have a closer look. So crazy story, like I said, I did actually get this on Marketplace, but it was going for an insanely good price, and I drove about an hour to pick it down the south coast. And basically this girl was cleaning out her dad's garage, who used to race downhill bikes back in the 90s, and she was going to throw it in the skip, and her boyfriend just said, hey, just slap it on Facebook and let's just see if we can get a few dollars for it. And that's what she did. But yeah, if it wasn't for her boyfriend, this would be in the skip, which is crazy, or the junkyard, whatever you want to call it. So obviously I have rescued it, but she had no idea what it was. It's just her dad just said, clean out my garage and, you know, make it nice and tidy. He wasn't bothered about getting any money for it. But yeah, literally it was going to go in the skip. Crazy, 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 crazy. Oh, perfectly timed. The sun has come out, so this is the actual section I was talking about that I have actually polished, and everything else is kind of like really, really dull, but that is going to come up beautifully. There we've got the Tunstall seat post, Toyota seat. So as you can see, it is pretty worn, but still iconic. We've got the high roller tyres. Like I say, this is kind of like mid-school crap which is on here, so this will all be going anyway, and just the Shimano Dior hub, so nothing special. There's the Hayes brakes. That's really cool. Got the Intense stamp on the back here. There's the black spire and the Azonic pedals, which is awesome. There's the Fox RC shock, made in the USA badge there, which is cool. So yeah, we'll get all these decals replicated and made up, and we'll give this an absolutely amazing polish. There's the FSA headset. So you can see the bolts are super rusty, but this is like a Brand X ballistic kind of stem, but it's the Azonic Shorty. Here we go, Ritchie risers. There's the Hayes levers. They look like these have actually been bent down, like this, and obviously it's super rusty. There's no way of cleaning this. If I wanted to get like any kind of like sandpaper on here, it would just like eat away. So unfortunately these are like this. I do have a set of Hope, but they're going on a different bike. Obviously the shifter will be replaced. That, again, that's just a mid-school Dior. It's just a load of crap. Yep, as you can see, Intense grips, which is cool, but they're all absolutely chewed. That actually has lost the lock ring off here. But yep. This is an FSA Pro headset. And then the Intense badge. And then kind of the creme de la creme for me is the Boxer 151. And there's the DT Huggy front hub. The Daistuski. So that's actually a Maxxis Slow Rizze 40A, but it's a monster. So I don't know what this actually is, whether it's like a high roller, pre-high roller, I'm not too sure. Let's turn this over here, and as you can see, it's just absolutely smashed. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's the Hone cranks. Don't really know what they are about, the Shimano cranks, but yeah, not for me. I'm going to go more old school on it. Azonic pedals again. The Hayes High Roller 2 on the back. So yeah, there we go. Pretty cool. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is most probably going to be way later in the year because I've got a lot of projects to finish first and some other things to do in my private life. But this is on the back burner, and I can't wait to get it done. It is an absolute tank. Alright, you beautiful people, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. We want to try and get it just over 1,000 subscribers this year. I think I'm about 508 at the moment as this video goes out. So yeah, let's try and get us over 1,000, and you know, share the videos, like it, subscribe and all that jazz. Okay, take care people, see you later. Yo.